Man Kitchen Recipe, Kevin makes some jalapeno relish, jalapeno pepper relish. And we have a mixture of habanero, sweet pepper, jalapenos, and serranos. Don't know what all I'm going to use just yet. And then I got the bag of mini sweet peppers. And these are good. I've had them before. They are fantastic. So we got to have our sugar, vinegar, pickling salt or kosher salt, mustard seed or mustard or prepared mustard. And we're going to get these all together. Now the only difference I'm going to do, because sometimes our tummies can't take it, and there's more than just one or two that eat this type stuff, that we de-seed it all. And so that leaves less seeds or no seeds in our relish that we're going to make. So other than that, it should be pretty close to like he made it. And I hope it tastes as good as he says it does. I'm sure it does. All right, I'm gonna get these cleaned and we'll be back. Now, isn't that a colorful mixture? This is gonna be good. And we got our onion here too. I didn't mention that a minute ago. Okay, these are our little sweet peppers. I wanna take them and de-seed them. Very easy to de-seed. They're at the end. These are at the end too. They're just right here. So them would be pretty easy. So we're going to get the seeds all out of these, whether they're sweet or not. Some people, okay, we've got some jalapenos, some red ones, and the green ones, and serrano peppers, and habanero. I got some green ones. I like the color ones. And I'm gonna put habanero, jalapeno, and I don't know if I put serrano in there or not. I might. But anyways, we're gonna get these cleaned and we'll be back. All right, we have our peppers. I'm gonna put a lid on this and I'm gonna set it in the refrigerator, and we'll come back later as we go along. With y'all, it'll be pretty quick. With me, it's gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna put our onion in this now, or add it to the ingredients. Get this peeled off of here. I'm just gonna kind of quarter it here, or fourth it or something here. I'm just gonna set them in there right now. And I'm gonna do 2 onions because I don't think I have quite enough to do these the same way. And cut this down. Center out, and the seeds. Trying to make it as seedless as I can, and we're just going to kind of. Okay, we have some bell pepper and onion, white onion. Actually, this is sweet onion, and Vidalia. All right, let's get these other ingredients. Here's what we done yesterday. Put them in the refrigerator. Now we got to run them through the food processor, see if we can come up with about 10 cups. This here up here should be 9. So, well, hopefully we can get that full, and after we run them through the food processor, hopefully it'll be just fine. We'll be back. Okay. Now we have our, this is our onion and bell pepper. Let me get something to All right, here we go. Okay. That looks like it gives us about 2 cups, a little over 2 cups. Actually, I'm going to take this here, run it through the food processor. Now I'm just doing a little at a time so I can keep it kind of a chunky, coarse texture on it. And so if I put too much in there, I have to run it too long and it'll puree some of it. So we want to kind of keep it in this minced area, kind of a semi-chunky or coarse. It is coarse, but okay, that's part of it. I think we're gonna have plenty. All right, this here should top it off. Now again, this has got jalapeno, a little bit of mostly jalapeno. Has some serrano, I think, or 2. And it has about 2 or 3 habaneros. And we're gonna see, and then the rest is the sweet pepper, bell pepper, onion, what have you. Okay, we got our mixture. We can see the difference up through here. I got about 8.5 cups, and I think that'll work for us. We'll adjust the sugar and the other ingredients accordingly. We'll get our other ingredients ready and we'll be back. Okay, we're going with about 2 1/4 cups, between 2 1/4, 2 1/2, I think. Just because we don't have quite the 10 cups it called for. We're going to try this. We'll be back. Now we're going to go 4 teaspoons of mustard seed. And we're going to go with 4 teaspoons of canning salt or pickling salt. And there, that should be 4 total anyways. And it calls for 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to put in 1 and about 1 1/2, 1 3/4. Okay, we're going to stir this around, get it mixed up pretty good. I got my water bath canner heating up. We're going to let that come to a boil. We'll be back. It's starting to boil here. And then when it gets a pretty good boil, we're going to turn it down to a simmer and let it simmer for, I believe it is 30 minutes. Now, I don't worry about the habaneros I put in here. I have found from my own experience, when you cook habaneros, it takes some of the heat out, if not all of it on some that I've cooked. So 30 minutes, but don't take my word for it. I'd hate for someone to try it and it not work with them. So, but it works with me, and we'll taste it once it's done to see how it come out. Okay, we've got a boil going on here. And we're going to turn it down and let it simmer. It is about finished. Like about 2 minutes and it'll be done. I've shut the fire off. She's boiled or simmered for 25 or 30 minutes. Actually about 30, maybe 31 minutes. I'm not real sure. But anyways, it's done and we're getting ready to ladle it in to our jars. too. All right, we'll be back when we get them all filled and putting them in the canner. You can do this if you want to with this the way it is. I don't believe there's any air bubbles in it, but we'll go through the process. Or the procedure, I guess. I don't know if you can hear my canner boiling there. It's a boiling ready, it says it's ready. But first, we are going to wipe the lids off with some vinegar, or the rims. We're going to wipe that with some vinegar so we'll get a good seal. We'll be back. We'll just go around them. This will take any sugars or oils, which shouldn't have any oil when you're canning. Cleans the lid, make sure the surface of the rim is clean so we can place our lids on. Now I'll get the rings on there, just finger snug. Okay, we'll put them in the canner. Now we can set this up here like that. We'll set these around. Now the only thing is when you let them down slow, so you don't knock them over, and balance it too. So, there. Now I got 4 jars out of this, so you know if I had a 10, I'd have got another jar or 2. So if I had 10 cups, I'd have had another jar or 2. So we're going to let this down just easy in there. And I've got to add a little more water. You want to come over your lids about 1 inch to 2 inches. All right, we got them setting in there. It's a boiling. They're going to go for 10 minutes. I believe our 10 minutes is up, and we need to take them out, set them over here where they'll cool. Shut the fire off. Been 10 minutes, maybe just a little over. Okay, so I got 4 jars out of this because I didn't have enough to continue the 10 cups. And so, but that's fine. Hey, that looks nice, doesn't it? Hey, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, I hope you consider subscribing.